Peace, my family, and right back to all those coming out of their good cocoon for the first time. Welcome. This your girl, the butterfly. We about to take off. Let's fly. Just want to send you all the good healing energy your way. Peace, love, happiness, harmony, and abundance. Hope you guys are out there keeping your mind right in that good nine mind. How y'all feeling? Hope you guys most definitely moving on up. That's right. In your higher nature family, and most definitely cleansing, because you know what's up. We gotta cleanse. That's right. Cleansing the lows. I came out here today to express. And when you're on this good journey within, some things you must remember. But before I go there, I came out here to speak on some things. Now, when you're on this journey, right, and it's about attuning yourself, aligning yourself back to the Most High. So when you begin to realize that, a part of the journey is letting go of your bad habits, right? And one of my battles was food. And along my journey, that's one of my biggest battles was food. And again, what I deem to be like an addiction would be something that is like you're having a hard time stop doing, right? You're having a hard time. And again, with me, it was the food. Like I said before, I'm a foodie, right? One moment, family. So, I like to eat, right? And it's something that I felt like along the path, of course, that, it was something I'm going to have to get tamed and get it together, right? Because it's about self-discipline and self-control. So, again, when you're going on this journey, right, it was hard for me to let go of, sometimes of the snacks and, the meats. It was good until I got to the fish. I really enjoy fish. So, yeah, that part, it took me a minute, years to, get that eliminated, right? And years, right? And again, it's still going, right? But either way, again, all of it is about realizing what your addictions are. Now, your addictions can be food, because again, they putting stuff in the food to make you want more, right? You know what's up, right? Did you know that? Yeah, they put chemicals in it to make you want more. Yeah, did you know that? Yeah, that's right. Also, drinks, right? Stuff in drinks, things you like to drink all the time, certain shows you like to watch that you tune into that has a lot of pornography and things like that. You used to a lot of violence and things like that that you like to watch. When you put those things in your mind, it kind of programs your mind and have you be thinking, wild thoughts. And again, it's about slowly, being mindful of what you tune into when you're watching the television programming, right? Because again, remember, it's programming your mind. So that's another thing. And then, it could be anything. It can be sex, right? It could be that. You can be addicted to that, right? It's a lot of different things on your path. You can be addicted to drugs, right? A lot of different things that we have picked up here on this planet that, are not really good for us. And again, once you begin to see that all of these things are something that you have to think about along your path that is detrimental to your journey, that you have to begin to gain self-control and discipline over. And that's what it's going to take, because again, the Most High doesn't want you, damaging your soul and your temple, and again, destroying yourself. So it's about learning what they are for you, the bad habits that is something that you can change to, do something that is a healthier state of being, something healthier, or, find something that's an alternative that is a healthier way of, coping or what you're into, right? So, yeah, it's a lot of different things. And some people may sit there and say, well, I'm not really, attached or really addicted to anything. But when you really think about it, or you realize now, all of us are, whether you want to go there or not, because it's certain things you have to go watch, right? Sports, right? There's certain things that you have to do every day, right? That you have to do. Like, it's something that you feel like you just have to be doing. And this is like a everyday type of thing. Like, or, not necessarily everyday thing, but it's something you have to do, throughout the week, throughout the day of your life, right? And what do? And people may feel like, oh yeah, that's nothing, you know what I'm saying? But when you begin to put other things that you do every day, over, the Most High and what you came to do as far as your purpose, not even knowing this right at the time, and you're putting other things by, not spending the time with knowing yourself and getting back in tune with the Most High. When you spending time just on, in the world things, right? It takes you away from the path of the Most High. And it's not to say that, you can't, be like, I'm not gonna say participating, but you can't be like participating, I guess, in the world, right? You're gonna have to, live in it, right? Because you live here. But what I'm telling you is, it's not to get caught up in it all, where you feel like I have to do these things, and it's taking you away from your studies. It's taking you away from, the knowledge of yourself and learning more about the real reason why you're here and fulfilling your purpose here and getting back in tune. If it's taking you away from that, then what are we doing, right? And all of that is a part of the distractions, right? All around us to keep us away from the path, right? Keeping you so bombarded with so much, things, so much information, a lot of things going on when it begins to turn on that TV, or it begins to listen to, things that is on the news, when you begin to listen to music. All these things, people get addicted to music. I gotta listen to music, right? And again, it's like, as you see that most of the stuff that's involved in the world is definitely low vibrational, and once you begin to feel like you have to do these things, like this is like your annual thing that you have to do every week, then you have to be mindful, because again, all of it can turn into, a way to take you off the path. So you must be mindful that you're making sure you're creating balance, and you're slowly detaching yourself from these things to where it doesn't have a hold on you, right? That's what I'm saying. That it doesn't have a hold on you, right? You got to break the strongholds. It's real. And once you begin to see this and see what that is for you, when you're getting in alignment with things that, you need to start incorporating more healthier habits into your life, then you begin to see where you're at, and then you can begin to work on those things. Because that's what this is about. It's about practice and working on yourself. And eventually, through time, as you begin to move towards your real self, your true self, a lot of things in the world you'll start to get less interested in. You'll be more interested into the esoteric and the true quantum, getting more into what the true reality is and learning more and more about that. Most of your time, you won't even want to be doing half the things that, you used to do, right? Or be into. It'll start to get real boring, right? I'm just saying, this is just my experience. Start to get boring after a while. In first surface level type vibes and surface level on the surface of earth type of thing. You get deeper and seeing behind things and going into what the real world and reality is about. A lot of the things you'll be like, I'm good. And that takes time too, because again, you've been doing this your whole life. So it's about patience with yourself and seeing what they are for you, seeing what that is. Because most of the time, again, you can be addicted to the people you're around. You always got to be around these people. You can't live your life without them. You know what I mean? Stuff like that. Or things you do, stuff like that. You know what I mean? But it's not like, it's out of love for things, right? But you got to remember, your first love is the Most High. It's supposed to be the Most High, right? And that's your focus, right? Because all these other things that's in this world can literally, take you off the path leading back to our Creator. So it's very important that you begin to look at this like this, because again, you don't know, what things are set up in your path for and what reason. Because most of the time, let me just say, it's set up to take you off the path. Now, you just got to pinpoint what that is for you and what you keep around you, right? You got to be mindful of that, because that's why they say be mindful of the company you keep. Be mindful and know what you got going on around you, so then you don't get, trapped in it all, because that's what it is. They're trying to trap your soul here in this ring. So you got to remember, be on your, P's and Q's, because again, the journey, the spiritual warfare is real, family. It's not a game, and this is an everyday thing, and it doesn't stop. It's just like every day, right? It doesn't really slow down when it comes to that spiritual warfare, right? You know what I mean? But again, it's about you making sure that you also are keeping up your spiritual practices and daily routines that's beneficial for your health and your well-being and getting back in alignment. That's pretty much what it is. And once you begin to learn more about yourself, you get back more into your Godhead. A lot of things, you used to do, eventually you won't want to do anymore. And that's what this is. So that's what that video I did, yesterday was about, because I know from what the Most High showed me that they were, trying to make it seem like what, this journey is something evil. But guess what? The Most High is going to turn it, good. It's going to turn it for my good and for my highest good. Whatever you do for, evil is going to be turned into good. Know that. So what I'm saying is, that's what I meant by that, because I had a comment in my, one of my videos about that. So I just wanted to make a video to let, that person know that's what I was talking about. So, yeah, because I just feel like anything that you feel like you have, you can't let go of, that's not good for you, that you feel you have to, do, and it may be simple, basic things, but you don't even realize how much you put your time and energy into, that can take you off the path where, you're not even thinking about, none of your spiritual purposes anymore. You're only thinking about this physical world and the physical plane, and that's what it is, the carnal desires, which blind you, right? So you got to be mindful of that as you going along the path, and being mindful of what you tune into daily, because what you tune into daily matters, because that's what's going to, manifest your life going forward. It's all about what you do in the present, in the now, just saying. So again, remember, all of these things are here to let you know what's what and where you at along your journey. And through time, you